If you can relate to any of these three scenarios, I hope this video can help you. People try new diets and meal guides all the time, and there's typically three things that happen, or three scenarios that could happen to you. Number one, it simply just did not work for you. Number two, you followed the program, it worked, you lost weight and gained it right back as soon as you was done. Or three, it was just too hard to follow, something was too strict, it just didn't go in line with your lifestyle. If any of those scenarios sound familiar, sounds like you, sounds like something you dealt with, then consider this when you're looking for your next program and looking for the next thing that could help you or help guide you and push you in the right direction. For one, the person who says that it just didn't work for me. 9 times out of 10, it wasn't that it didn't work. It was you probably were doing something that was slightly off when following the program or following this system or setup that you had. For example, a lot of people will follow the meal guide that was set up for them, but snack and eat little things here and there that aren't on the program or aren't scheduled for them to eat and considered to be okay because I ate this. And reality is you're countering in a negative way for what you're supposed to be eating rather than staying true to the meal guide that was set for them. Also with workouts, eating right is one thing, working out is something else. I feel like you can't have one without the other. I've heard people say otherwise. It just doesn't make sense to me no other way. If you're eating right and you're working out correct, something's gonna work, it's gonna work out for you. But if you're exercising and you're just going through the motions, then you're probably not gonna see the results. What I mean by going through the motions, if you're exercising and you're not sweating, you're not fatigued, you're not tired, you're not huffing and puffing, you're probably not putting in the work that you should probably put in. So you need to reanalyze exactly what you're doing to figure out why this program isn't working for you. 9 times out of 10, if it made it global and worldwide and it's on the radars of stars and on the radars of just everyday people, it worked for someone. Not saying that you're that someone or it should automatically work for you. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that it was proven to work. So maybe you're doing something that's a little off. If that's not you, then maybe you fall in line with number two. You work out, you lose weight, and then you gain it right back. I was reading the article and I came across a statistic that said 90 to 95 people that lose weight gain it right back within 5 years. Now, that is a high, extremely high percentage. And I believe the reason is because people are doing diets that shock their body rather than finding a way to change their lifestyle. Now, any program that you follow, it should be training you on how to change what you're doing, not training you on how to lose weight in a specific amount of time. Like it can do that, but that shouldn't be the only goal. The end goal should be, I'm changing my lifestyle. This is something that I can follow forever and be comfortable following it forever. Because if I'm only doing it and I'm strong enough to get through it for this little piece and I'm pulling my teeth to get through it at the very end and I'm still not getting comfortable with this diet, then it's really not helping me. My goal is to have a lifestyle change, not a diet change. And that falls in line with number three. It was just too hard to follow. Now, you could lose the weight and get it back, or you could just simply not be able to finish through the meal plan for the simple fact it was too hard. You cut something completely out of your diet that you wouldn't cut out. You have to eat only this rather than that, if that makes sense to you. For example, the keto diet allows you to eat healthy fats, protein, and vegetables. But you're staying away pretty much from carbs, if I'm not mistaken. For you, following that diet may be a little bit harder than someone who already doesn't eat carbs on a regular basis. And vice versa. There's metabolic diets, which cuts carbs a little bit, but still allows you to eat them and just more balanced. So I guess where I'm getting at is to find a meal plan that has balance, and a balance that works for you. Because if you're cutting out stuff completely, that's hard to do for anyone. Reality is, if your diet is awful, you're gonna have to do a complete turnaround to make sure you're eating the right things, healthy alternatives, so on and so forth of that nature. Now, for example, I always say this, if someone like me who tries to eat as healthy as possible all the time decided to just completely change my diet to eating unhealthy, I would feel sick to my body. Now that same exact scenario, if someone who's eating unhealthy all the time decides to change and eat healthy, they're gonna feel sick to their body. So that's a change that you must go through in order to feel things. So you hear someone say, well, you won't feel that. You're gonna feel it. It's part of it. It shouldn't last forever. If it's lasting forever, you probably need to make a change because you're not gonna be able to stick with it. And that's where I'm getting at. Finding a balance. That's something that's going to give you that shock and have that change, but it should not last forever. It should be something that you could easily balance, have cheat meals on days that could work for you and give you that energy back so you're living and feeling good without any worries, without any stress. Changing your lifestyle should not be stressful. It should be something that you're enjoying every step of the way. In order to do that, you have to find balance. So I guess the purpose of me making this video is to simply say, don't fall for every single diet that comes up. Don't just jump on it because everybody else is doing it, because they're doing it. Find something that works for you. The keto diet may or may not be for you. Simple as that. Metabolic diet may not be for you. The Atkins, any of these things, Herbalife may not be for you, because if you cannot stick with it, none of it matters. There's a saying, work smarter and not harder. Use that concept when trying to find a meal plan that works for you. If you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Follow me on Instagram @TheBandman. Also follow the Total Resistance @TheTotalResistance. One size fits all harness that allows you to add resistance. And we also have meal plans and guides for you by simply signing up for the program, which the link will be at the bottom. Other than that, let me know what you think. Comment, send me a DM. I'm out. Peace.